Welcome to the Vybrational Stage Podcast, the place where we step behind surface level conversation and explore the deeper emotional, psychological, and human realities shaping our lives. Today we begin with a sentence that millions of people quietly carry every single day. Everything feels like too much. And if we're honest, many people are not just a little stressed, they are internally overloaded. Not weak, not broken, not failing, overloaded. And there's a difference. Segment 1. The weight people are carrying. What makes this difficult is that modern overload is often invisible. People still go to work, still answer texts, still pay bills, still smile in public, still show up for responsibilities. But internally, their nervous system is exhausted. Their mind is racing constantly. Their body rarely feels fully relaxed. And underneath all of it is the low-grade internal pressure that never completely turns off. Not because they're doing life wrong, but because modern life continuously pulls on human attention. Think about this honestly for a moment. Most people wake up and immediately enter stimulation. Phones, news, emails, social media, financial pressure, relationship pressure, comparison, deadlines, politics, algorithms competing for attention. And this begins before the nervous system has even fully settled into the day. There is almost no true psychological recovery anymore, only distraction. And distraction is not the same thing as restoration. Segment 2. Why overload becomes normalized. One of the strangest things about modern life is that exhaustion has become normalized. People casually say things like, I'm burned out, I'm mentally drained, I'm overwhelmed, I can't keep up, as if this is simply the price of existing. But the human system was never meant to operate in constant psychological activation. The mind and body were designed for cycles. Effort and recovery, stress and restoration, movement and stillness. But modern systems often remove the restoration part entirely. And eventually, the nervous system begins adapting to survival mode. This is where many people unknowingly begin living from tension instead of presence. They stop feeling deeply, stop resting deeply, stop breathing deeply, because internally the system never fully believes it's safe enough to let go. Segment 3. The hidden cost of constant pressure. The difficult thing about chronic psychological pressure is that it slowly reshapes perception. When overload continues long enough, small tasks feel enormous. Simple decisions become exhausting. Minor stress feels overwhelming. And eventually, people begin blaming themselves for struggling. But imagine carrying invisible emotional weight every single day without setting it down. Eventually, even small things feel heavy. Not because you're weak, but because the system is fatigued. And many people have been emotionally holding their breath for years, waiting for life to calm down, waiting for certainty, waiting for stability, waiting for relief. But life keeps moving, and the pressure keeps accumulating. Segment 4. The first step towards change. So what do we do with this? The first step is not aggression towards yourself, not forcing positivity, not pretending everything is fine. The first step is awareness, recognizing that this is not just laziness. This is not just lack of discipline. This is not just me failing. This is a nervous system carrying continuous psychological load. And awareness changes the relationship. Because once you see the overload clearly, you stop making yourself the enemy. You begin understanding why your mind feels tired, why your body feels tense, why silence sometimes feels uncomfortable. why rest can even feel unfamiliar. And from that awareness, change becomes possible. Not overnight, but gradually, gently, humanly. Closing reflection. Maybe you're not falling apart. Maybe you are simply overloaded. Maybe your exhaustion makes sense. Maybe your nervous system has been trying to protect you this entire time. And maybe the path forward is not becoming harder on yourself, but learning how to create moments of internal safety again, little by little, breath by breath, moment by moment. To continue this deeper exploration, including practical reflections on overload, nervous system pressure, and creating internal steadiness in a chaotic world, visit the Vibe Shift blog by following the link, and I'll meet you there.